I request Mr. Shashank Rasaka, one this thing, aspect which is already everybody's mind, especially the people who are in the field, that with this payment banks and small business, small finance bank, there will be a huge impact on CASA mobilization. Now, since we are in the area of retail, my request to you, if you can give your comments on these aspects.
Good afternoon, members of the panel and all of you here. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to be speaking here. I handle rural banking and sales, so sales comes first. So I just try to work on what Sir just mentioned. There are a few aspects which obviously all of us are faced with. So when we first started this entire journey, when Modi ji came into power, we all thought we were banks. But suddenly I realized after the aftermath of the decisions that were taken 2 days ago that we are more than just bankers today. So we are maybe an army which is actually working full time to really work on the government's initiatives. They are good initiatives, and I am proud to be a part of that particular initiative of the government. Having said that, I think the other bigger concerns which we have from the payment bank perspective, we've never thought they were a challenge. It was something which is more collaborative, as what Sir was saying. I think we always felt that they would be substantiative in terms of our efforts, in terms of reaching out to the people we haven't been able to reach out to. Especially from a private sector kind of a thing, from a private bank. We do not have so much of a reach in terms of those particular areas. Overall, we have, from the access point of view, we have around 600 branches which are rural. But compared to most of your banks, which you represent, we are just a minuscule in terms of that. But the other part is that we've actually worked very closely with most of these new payment banks. Earlier, we always had relationships with Airtel, we were with Vodafone, so we always worked already with these companies, with these tech companies to actually see how technology can be reworked to suit the requirements of how to deliver the last mile service. So I think that is where the bigger change is going to come. There is enough for every bank to make do in terms of what are the kind of CASA deposits that are there, and they will be coming. Maybe 3 days ago I would have had a different view, but now I don't have that view. So I am very sure that there will be enough and more. So it's now a question of how much we can chew. So it's really going to redefine a lot of money flow in the system, and I think that is a good sign for banking as a whole. I think a lot of investment companies again are looking back at banks. We've seen that in the stock market. Right? So slowly I think the change is going to come. There's going to be more number of accounts that will get opened, more number of transactions that will happen. I think the bigger change in the next 2-3 years, and the way we look at it is in terms of how do banks become more transactional in nature. It's not more to do with do I have your savings account or not, or do I have your current account or not, but how am I able to actually reconfigure and do the transaction for you. If you really have gone by what Aadhaar has done, if you've gone by what the plan of the government, so this interoperability which all of us are today talking about is to a large extent the end result of this transactional flow. So today, when we talk about BCs, I handle the BC channel and financial inclusion for the bank. When you talk about BCs, earlier we used to have one BC assigned to one particular village or one particular area, and he was supposed to be the end point for doing transactions. And he was supposed to be on the basis of you open accounts in that particular area and you do transactions of the people in that particular area. But today, I think the bigger concept which we see coming is that they will become white label BCs. Now the entire notion of a white label BC is what a payment bank will be. So maybe I might tie up with a payment bank to service customers in one particular area because I don't have the wherewithal to do my services there. And at the same time, I think what is also going to happen is because of this transactional logics of how more and more transactions will get pushed into the bank. Today most of these transactions happen outside the banking system. So where the way they're going to be getting pushed inside, I think that is where the bigger change is going to come. And I think it's a great time for all the payment banks to be also in the fray, because if you really ask any of the big banks to go and do things there, it might not have been the best of things for them to do. And at the same time, they would have their own kind of, I mean, it's very difficult for a big bank to go down to that level and start functioning. So if you really ask me, the rural banking team in my own bank is unlike a payment bank. We are like a payment bank. So we do the transactional services, we do the CASA part. Coming to what Sir had asked me to address a bit, frankly we don't see too much of a big effect in terms of how the payment banks will take away the CASA part of it. We believe it is a bank giving a lot of customized solutions to a particular customer. Maybe a few of them will be reworked in terms of how a payment bank will want to do it, but trust me, I think most of us sitting here, we are more or less, we are there in terms of giving all the other particular products which a particular customer would want for all his needs. So we don't see such a huge shift. There might be an interim movement here and there in a small specific areas, especially with small finance bank. Yes, in those particular geographies, there will be maybe a slight movement here and there. All of your banks also will maybe see a slight shift here and there. But again, in terms of technology, in terms of process, in terms of system, in terms of having the wherewithal to provide the customer with various different products, I think we are far ahead as of now, because the payment banks are still to get into aligning themselves to give all those kind of products. They are not even allowed to give most of the products, right? So slowly, the way we feel, it's that it will be complementary. Like Sir was saying, I mean, most of the payment banks today are actually tied up with a much bigger bank, and that's how it's going to be. And for us, I think it's how do we provide them the capability and the transactional worthwhile to ensure that they do transactions in a much faster way. The other bigger point is that when the payment banks actually get into creating this entire technology infrastructure, you all also understand that the banks have a huge amount of expenditure on the technological part of how they do transactions. So will the payment bank actually get into investing in that kind of technology? I don't think so. For us, it is more a question of they would want to give us the reach. Now it's a question of how we take advantage of that reach and what we are able to offer to that particular customer at the ground in that particular area. So interoperability obviously is something which we believe is the going forward kind of a concept. We also do believe that maybe more payment banks again also will not look at those areas which are already covered. They will want to get into better areas. There's a big point which Asha ma'am had made in terms of remittances. This is big space. Even now, remittances is big space for most of us. There are still a huge amount of remittances which happen from the metro to the villages corridor. So especially to UP, Bihar, from say a Delhi or a Mumbai. Most taxi drivers in Mumbai come from Bihar. So ideally, that's the remittance space which is still very much available. We are all in it in the same pie, and now we believe it's only going to grow bigger as more and more people come in from the villages into these particular areas. So for us, I think more of it is on how effectively we are able to deliver technology to work with them in terms of a solution. I think that is where we are more concerned about. We are also trying to work with various fintech companies in trying to create those solutions. One which will make it much easier for a customer at the ground in terms of he doing a transaction. And today, with the advent of mobiles, with the advent of so many systems which are able to do it, and I think that is the best part of it. I mean, you and I would never have imagined 5 years back that you just have to put your biometric to open an account. But today it is very much happening. And there is absolutely a paperless kind of a system where you can open an account today. And that's, I think, what is going to redefine today. Reliance has actually gone ahead and said that we will not need any paper. You just have to come give your Aadhaar and we will give you a connection. So slowly, all this is actually going to rework the entire system to enable us to provide one, services at a much cheaper cost than what they are today. And second, they'll also be in terms of defining to the particular customer a lot more kind of products which maybe earlier we were not able to give, but maybe today we might be able to give. So that is something which maybe as a course of our interaction we will answer for all of you. But I think it is only a complementary kind of a system. I'm sure there will not be any need for us to be too worried about whether they really will take away the kind of base that we already have. But of course, I think, like Sir rightly said, there's a need to pull up our socks to ensure that we are in competition with whatever is being offered by the payment banks tomorrow, and maybe offer it as a holistic kind of a product profile so that everybody is interested in banking with that one particular bank. Also, please remember, I think the other bigger point is that no customer is very interested in going on hopping banks. He wants most of his transactional capability and his other asset needs to be fulfilled by, if possible, the same bank. I mean, that's the intent with everybody else. I mean, you also know and I also know that we don't go and opening accounts in every bank. Right? So I think that's where the entire change is going to come through. All of us will need to be more worked on, clued on in terms of the technology that is happening, because that is something which is really going at a very fast pace. And I'm sure maybe in another year there will be a lot of changes only on the technological front which will redefine what banking per se was, maybe as to what we are seeing it today. So that's my view on it, and maybe as we talk about it, we will come back and answer a few of your questions. Thank you.